I asked my husband to pick out something, you know, like new and different. And he chose, wait a minute, because I can't say it in French. Coq à la bière, which is chicken and beer. And the exciting thing is that I also asked him to buy the beer. And he came back with this thing, which, I don't know how to say it. Do you know how to say it? Wait, Corson dunk. Here's how I'm gonna start. I'm gonna get the butter foaming in the pan. I'm gonna put in a drop of olive oil just so my butter doesn't burn. I'm gonna put salt and pepper on my chicken. Here we go. I have so much more control by lifting the salt in my fingers and sprinkling it on the chicken rather than using a shaker of table salt, which, by the way, is coated with a bunch of nasty glycerin that never leaves your system. So stick with kosher salt or sea salt. I'm just gonna sift my flour. I'm gonna use my clean hand, season the other side of the chicken. Now we're just gonna get the chicken right into the butter. While this chicken is browning, I'm gonna chop up the shallot. This is a lovely little onion. Except for it's not exactly an onion. It's sort of a mix between garlic and an onion, and a gentle perfume that a normal onion isn't going to have, okay? And you never believe what I'm sharpening my knife on. Wait till I show you. Look, this is what I'm sharpening my knife on, because, you know, our car broke down and I can't get to Home Depot, so there it is. And it works beautifully, and it was free from the seashore, right? Didn't we get this at the ocean? Yeah. I'm going to chop my mushroom. Do I wash my mushroom? No, I do not. I just take a little brush or a little cloth and really just brush the dirt off like this. When you buy a domestic mushroom like this, it's grown in sterile dirt. Sterile manure, actually, but it's sterile, so just brush it off. Washing is not going to make a difference. This chicken, it's all nice and brown. It's beautiful. We're going to get a little bit more butter in the pan and add the shallot. Okay. Now this is my bouquet garni. This is going to go in once I start braising the chicken. This is leek, celery, bay leaf, parsley, and thyme. And I just wrap it all together with a tiny little piece of cotton string, and I'm going to tuck it right into the chicken and mushrooms once I get them all together. Do you like my glass? I use jelly jars. This is a honey jar, actually. It's, you know, reduce, reuse, recycle. Screw the bottle, not the top. Whoa, Daddy. Whoa, I just have to take a taste of this. It's not bad. Do you want to taste it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, give it a taste. You know, it tastes like there are a bunch of guys making it in a really cold abbey for about 1,000 years, doesn't it? Slightly smoky, yeasty, fruity bouquet. I'm supposed to use this juniper berry white alcohol, which I don't keep handy, you know, for this recipe, and you know, as soon as your chicken is done, you flambe them, basically. Or you can use gin with crushed juniper berries. I don't have either one of those, so I'm going to use a little vodka, which is pretty close, okay? And I'm just going to pour a couple of drops in there. I'm not going to go crazy. There we go. Now, I'm going to add the mushrooms. I'm going to add my bouquet garni at this point to sort of get into the flesh of the mushrooms. Okay, butter, bouquet garni in. I want the flavor of this Corson dunk, you know, to be in my dish. If the chicken doesn't have to cook as long, I'm going to add some some of it now when the mushrooms are cooking, you know, so they'll be permeated with it because I like it. Let me just have one more sip. I like it. All right, so in it goes. At the moment, I have my bouquet garni, I have my course and dunk, my brown ale, I have my mushrooms and a little shallot. Okay, now I have my little potatoes cooking on the back. This is just for 2 people, that's why it's so small. And I just add a little salt, a drop of olive oil to potato water to make them, just give them that little bit of richness. And then, I think my mushrooms have cooked down enough. I'm just going to add my chicken. Okay. You could add creme fraiche to this, which would be so velvety and smooth, you know. But I'm just going to add a little bit of cream. And then we're just going to mix this up. Has a very meaty, manly kind of flavor. Wow. I would like it just to be just a little bit more delicate. So you can either add water, which is a wonderful thing to add when you don't want to change the flavor. You just want to, But I'm going to add, because I have this gorgeous homemade chicken broth, I'm going to add that, just a drop. I'm going to taste it again. My potatoes are cooking away. Just a little bit more stock. And a tiny bit more cream. This is where you personalize it. This is where you do, where you make it, this is where you make it your own. Okay? And I think it's there. Okay, we're just going to taste this. Oh, this is so nice. I think it makes a big difference, the beer you buy. I think if you can find a really good bottle of beer, it's just like the wine. You are going to have a delicious coca beer. You gotta make this.